Now is the time to unite all Chicanos, Latinos, and los Estados Unidos. Don't care if you're Ricans or even Cubanos. Look at our coaches. We have more common, don't let them divide. These suckers are vultures. Either we standing together or better be standing aside. Now is the time, don't know about you, but I'm gonna ride. We gotta climb, fight for your Vegas, man, where was your pride? Where were the gunners that you got inside? Look how our ancestors came to this country. They tried to be living the American dream. Don't throw it away. They promise you money and catch your agent for the machine. Pick a new team, you flesh socialism, but that is a system that you wanna bring. You need to think, we gotta fight communism, cause it look like we on the brink. Connect on the links, a one-party system is taking the power from all of the people. We need to think, when will you listen? These people are evil and won't treat a sequel, so what is your plan? Hand in hand, we're standing together, cause it's the one never to do what you can. Please understand, we gotta do better, so walkers remember that we took a stand. Escúchame, 24 es el año, si se puede. Lucha, lucha por la libertad. ¡Órale, vamos!
No les gusta que nos estemos juntando, porque todos los días vamos ganando. No quieren que los latinos anden despertando. Abre los ojos para ver lo que está pasando. No les gusta que nos estemos juntando.
Yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to Latino Free Minds. Just a group of guys here in California fighting for our freedoms. If you live in California, remember, 2026 is your next shot to get these Democrats out, because they've been running the state for decades and things aren't improving. And, you know, maybe give the other party a shot because it can't get any worse. And, you know, like the show, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. That being said, what's up, guys?
It's cracking.
What's up, Christian?
How's it going? How's it going? How's it going?
Good.
Good. I know we're spoiled in California, but damn, it's cold in the morning. We're like, it's in the 30s.
Damn. Yeah, it was freezing. I went to Vacaville yesterday and it was cold out there in the morning. It was real cold. Yeah.
Did you check what temperature it was?
No, I mean, well, I figured it would be cold, so I was a little, you know, I had a little bit of extra layers, but it was cold.
Yeah.
It's the fog though. The fog has been crazy out here. I don't
Yeah,
know if you've been
today
getting it, but
it was pretty bad today.
yeah.
What about over there in the EPA?
Yeah, it was like 37 degrees, but today in the morning I started over there. Where was it? Brentwood?
Yeah.
And then I had to skedaddle and go all the way to Marina. And Marina was 64 degrees. It was hot. I took off all the layers I had. In Brentwood, it was foggy as hell. A little scary, actually.
Damn, dude. Yeah, it's been, the weather's been pretty cold, but I like cold, you know, especially when you go through the whole summer. Like the cold isn't that bad. At least for me. I like
You
it.
can cover up.
Yeah, it's easier to cover up, right?
I hate the cold. I'd rather sweat a little bit. But you know what it is? It's the gloomy weather. It's like the cloudy, gloomy.
Mhm.
It like affects my mood a little bit. It's like when the sun's out, I feel like skipping and jumping. I'm just playing. But you know what I mean.
Well, I heard right that like Seattle has like the highest suicide rate just because of all the gloomy weather. But
I believe it.
I like the gloomy weather.
Damn.
Well, they say it's all like the vitamin D that you're lacking, right? You need the sun. No sun is bad.
Wow.
Yeah. Now RFK is gonna have the doctors give prescriptions to go get vitamin D. And go sit in the sun for a minute.
Pause.
Go to the beach.
Yeah. No, it's been you know, every week is interesting, right? I think it's just when they actually get in there, you know, January 20th, 21st, and you know, I would say give them, what do you guys think? You know, I say give them a couple months, 2-3 months, see how they start. I feel like they're gonna start strong day one, but like overall big picture, whole administration, I think 3 months is fair to see how everybody else, because there's people that have been appointed to stuff and people are like kind of questioning them here and there. Not everybody,
Mhm.
but like, what do you guys think?
I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop with the Democratic Party to fight against them. You know what type? I think it's more of a question of what roadblocks are they going to put in front of him. I mean, we're kind of getting ahead of ourselves because he still has to be confirmed.
Yeah.
So, for me, it's like, what are they going to do to put up roadblocks and delay what they want to do?
Mm.
Is what I'm thinking. But so Gloria keeps showing me like little posts of like he's already got a list of stuff that the department wants to ban, right?
Yeah.
And like I said on a different episode, it's like other countries, it's already illegal for them to have them over there. So they already know exactly what to do. They know what's bad for us already. It's not like they have to go and do all kinds of scientific studies to figure out what's bad for us. They already know what's bad for us. So I think that's the easy part. You
Mm.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think the hard part is like messages that they're trying to send is like this CEO that just got murdered cold blood, like hit style,
Hmm.
is the messages that that they're sending and stuff like that. I think that's the bigger challenge.
Mm.
Brian Thompson, huh? I
That was his
think
name.
was the guy that got killed.
Yeah. What do you think, Christian?
I don't know, man. It just when I think of that the CEO that got killed, I think of like, well, who do you see as like excited? Who's happy? You've seen people like Taylor Lorenz. I don't know if you guys saw that clip where she's just, she said she was joyful about that CEO getting assassinated.
Mm.
I think that's a little crazy to say. Being excited over the cold-blooded murder of somebody, regardless. I've heard that guy, the CEO, right? It's a bad apple too. Well, the whole health insurance thing is a scam or whatever, but you know, I don't think we should be praising people killing people, on the street. That's how we answer our problems. We're gonna go ahead and riot,
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, if you ask me, there's one person that messed up the whole healthcare system when he tried to make it affordable.
right?
Uh,
I feel like
Thanks,
that
Obama.
damaged it. I think that damaged the healthcare system a lot.
But
In
you
my
know what?
opinion.
It goes back even further than that because it's no longer the healthcare system is not um, proactive anymore. It's not. It's reactive, and as a matter of fact, they're not addressing the root cause of what causes illnesses. They're just treating the symptoms, and that's all they're doing. So that's why when people say that they're nothing but pharmacists, that's exactly what they're doing. They're just treating the symptom with um, with pharmaceuticals, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then those have side effects and cause other problems, and they have other medicines for that. So it's like a non-ending cycle.
Hmm.
And the first time that Trump was actually no, I remember seeing a clip of Obama when he was sitting in a conference with medical professionals, and they got to this. So everybody was giving their opinions, and they got around to this one guy that was a doctor, and he goes, "All of you are talking about the wrong thing right now. We should be talking about is preventative care, and
Hmm.
that's one thing that we haven't seen for a very long time. We were joking around about going out and getting some vitamin D so that you could, your immune system could get better and stuff like that. But that's true. Those are the type of things that are preventative. Taking all the chemicals all the dyes, which are chemicals, like the red and the orange, the ones that really harm people. They trigger asthma amongst all kinds of different illnesses. That's preventative healthcare. You know, don't put
Mhm.
those toxins in our body.
Yeah.
But what kind of world do we live in where we consume all of these toxins and then magically we want to go to the doctor and tell us, the cure for it, and it's pills, instead of saying, eliminate all of these preservatives and dyes from your diet.
Hmm.
Well, it's kind of like when you talk about getting to the root cause, right? And that's what preventative care comes down to. And if you think about like COVID, they mentioned vitamin D was one of the things that everybody was deficient in. People weren't going outside and they weren't getting the sun. Minorities especially, right? Because we kind of got darker complexion, so we don't take in as much vitamin D or whatever. Pause. But I don't know if you guys remember when Trump was saying, "How can we get light inside the lungs?" Remember, and people
Mhm.
were making fun of him, right? And now
Yeah.
there's stuff, that does that, gets that red light. I don't know if you guys seen those products of the red light. Um, they're expensive, man, and it's something that helps your skin, helps, all these other health benefits. And sometimes, what's the alternative to that? Right? It's you wait to the very last minute, or you wait for the government to make a vaccine. That's not preventative care. That's just popping a pill and you're all right.
Yeah.
So sometimes it is the more simpler, solutions that work the best. And yeah, I heard those dyes,
Hmm.
very soon they're gonna. It's a matter of weeks. I heard that they're gonna get rid of those. So we'll see.
So going back to your point, Daniel, is how long, dude? They're not even in there yet, and they're already having an effect. Like I said, they've
Yeah.
already got lists. They talked about the dyes, and I don't think it's a matter of how long it's gonna take them. I think it's just the fight that they're gonna have to put up with
Hmm.
from the opposition, anyways.
No, that's a valid point because I mean they're gonna come out, right? Because obviously, like I'm sure you guys saw about the guy in New York, right? Daniel Penny, that he was
Oh
found
yeah,
he
yeah,
wasn't,
yeah. Mhm.
he's innocent of the crime, and then who popped out after 4 years of hiding in a mansion. You know, BLM starts popping out and starts, kind of like you said, those roadblocks. Like what's gonna what are they gonna do, right? And it's obviously the government, the people on the left in the actual government, and then you got all these organizations too that they're gonna sway people and do their little their little thing here and there. So yeah, I mean, to what you said, it makes sense, right? That they're already doing a lot. You're seeing the effects of it already. And that's what I'm saying. I think day one when he gets in there, I can imagine all the whatever executive actions they're gonna do in day one, right?
Mhm.
I'm sure they already got the stack ready to go. So I think day one will be a real a real big day. You know what I mean? Like just to
I think they said they were going to declare an emergency or something like that. You know,
okay.
a nationwide emergency, something along like that. Day one.
What was it? Along the lines when we were talking about what is it? The means brother and sister, Callie Means, and what
Oh
was
yeah.
was their names? Christian, you knew them.
Casey and Callie means.
Yeah, there you go. Casey and Kelly Means. So the brother, remember I was telling you guys that um they asked him in an interview, Carlson asked him in an interview what he would do day one um if he was running that department, and he said declare a state of an emergency for children's health, straight up.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yep.
and you said that they were probably working with them, so that'd be nice if they did that. Hey, and that's totally legit because if you start showing people charts of the spike in autism or obesity in in children or people in general, data doesn't lie. If it's good data,
Mm-hmm.
because we know how the whole thing with trust the science went. They're telling us to trust the science, but if they're using real data, you'll be able to pinpoint when they started allowing certain types of foods or vaccinations and things of that nature to when you see illnesses or autism start to spike,
Mm-hmm.
and you'll be able to correlate both of them, and you'll be able to identify what the cause might have been, and then from there you can start doing more research, and then that'll have legs. And I think we're at the point where in the United States people are ready to hear that right now. We just got the big red pill from COVID. Nobody's trusting CDC, FDA, WHO, all these different organizations anymore. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like everything is just coming together like at the perfect time, and people are just like ready, in my opinion, like to really listen to the real science and not just be like, how they put the negative connotation to, like, if you question vaccines and stuff like that, it's like, oh, you're a vaccine denier,
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
or a conspiracy theorist. It's
Anti-vax.
like, yeah, anti-vax and all that stuff. So I don't know, man. I keep saying this, but I'm excited more about that right now.
Well, yeah, well, it's especially when you think about like why we're in this state, right? And a lot of it started off with like those world wars or that state or that like time of shortage, and well, we have to use corn syrups because we got to mass produce all these things. We got to use, alternatives to real sugar cane or whatever it is. Um, but we stayed that way. We use all the cheap stuff in our food, right? Instead of getting raw milk or getting, um, we're using GMOs.
Mm-hmm.
We're using, the government backed fruit or whatever. So yeah, it's it's time to take that leap forward, get away from those things. In a time of abundance, why are we still, you know, taking the cheaper stuff?
Yeah. I'll say this too. Like, I went to that dairy place today, and
Mhm.
brother, I don't know.
Daniel, that's a factory, bro.
It
What the
smelled
heck?
though.
You tell me my butter gets done there, my milk gets
Well,
done there,
I'm trying
every
to
cheese.
say this. I went there, and when I was outside, it smelled like it didn't smell good. You know what I mean? It just smelled like ugh, like. And then you exactly what you said right now. I'm thinking they make that here. Like it smells. And the only reason I say that is because I've been to the raw farm, and like right now they're under attack for some bird flu bullshit, I think. But I've been to that farm, and it does not stink like that. And I've been next to the
I'm gonna stop.
cows.
Can I stop you right there? Can I stop you right there? You're saying I've been to that farm?
Mm-hmm.
Like if the building you were at today was a freaking farm, Daniel. Explain to these people.
No,
It's
no, no.
a big
Yeah,
square industrial rusty
yeah.
building.
They process all the milk and all that shit there, right? They do that at that farm too. And I'm saying they don't. It doesn't smell over there, and over here it did. They do the same thing. They just maybe like a step less.
Allegedly.
You know what I
Allegedly,
mean?
Daniel, so we don't get sued. I
But
think they're bigwigs.
I'm just saying, dude, the smell was completely different. And I've been to two different kinds. The one that does the raw milk and the one that does the, what do they call it? Pasteurized? The one that's
Yeah.
pasteurized did not, that that area did not smell good. That's all I'm gonna say.
I think we talked about this before, but the pasteurized, when people say that they're lactose intolerant, I from what I heard, it's not that they're lactose intolerant to the milk. They're lactose intolerant to the process of pasteurizing the milk. So it's not the milk itself, it's the process that makes them ill.
Mm.
Have you
Yeah,
guys
well,
heard the same thing?
It's the
I've
same
heard
thing as
that.
people that have that they say they're gluten free. They can't eat bread, right? It's not that they can't eat bread or that they have that sickness where they can't eat gluten. It's that um, it's all the insect repellent that they're throwing on the
Mm,
wheat, you know, and that's where it's impossible to skate. You know,
mhm.
and Danny, it's crazy when you really think about it. You could get black pilled for any other type of subject, right? How are you going to escape the microplastics that we're ingesting involuntarily? How are we getting away the fluoride when we're taking showers, we're brushing our teeth with that water? How are we getting away with the weed killer that's in the food? Those are three major things: our water, our food, our skin. That's a major black pill, and I hope that's where they're able to attack. You know, I'm seeing that they want to get that fluoride out. You can't escape it, Danny. You can't escape it. You're gonna get hit with some microplastics.
Yeah. No, I mean that's true.
Yeah.
It's true. That's
They're in
why.
our balls, guys.
This
They're in our balls and they're killing our babies. It's you know.
yeah. No, you're not. You're not lying. You're not
No, I
lying.
mean, I guess that's why I keep saying that. I'm really excited to see what happens. There's going to be a lot of challenges coming up, but um, they know what they're doing. A lot of people don't know about RFK that he's an attorney and he's won big cases against these big corporations. And I've been saying this for a long time, is that a lot of people think that how are you going to go up against the big corporations and win, right? Because that's what they're known to do, is that they'll sue you until you're bankrupt and stuff like that. But if it gets to a point where the real data comes out and people can do class action lawsuits, a class action lawsuit will be able to take down a big corporation.
Hmm.
And I hope we get to that point.
Yeah. Well, little by little, you're kind of seeing that with like the corporations that required the COVID jab. So I think it will. You know. So
Yeah.
it is crazy though what they put in our food, right? Um,
Hmm.
and that is one of the I agree. That's one of the exciting things to look forward to as far as what's going to happen there. The changes that should be made. As far as the health of kids in general, right? The future.
Yeah.
Hopefully doing good things for them because that's what's important, and I'm excited for that. So
Yeah.
you know,
Hey, but this past weekend I had a thought. I was thinking, I was like, because a lot of people are debating right now what went wrong, right? So the left is going, how did we lose, the people? How did we lose these votes? How did we lose those votes? And the typical talking points are being thrown out. Men are misogynist, racist, blah 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 blah. Everything that they always talk about, it ends up being that's what we are. I mean, they accuse us of that all the time, and lo and behold, that's the reason why they lost. So
hmm
they're gonna stick to their story. They're gonna double, triple down. But I was really thinking, and I don't know if you guys tell me if you agree with this thought or not, but um, and I tell this to Gloria all the time, is that before Donald Trump, there was a lot more people that were asleep, right? We
hmm
agree? Even some of us were asleep. It was just like we didn't think about politics. We concentrated on other things, sports and
Daniel voted
other
for Obama twice.
and then that was never in our mind, right?
hmm
But I don't know if it's social media or what happened with Trump coming in. Everything got hyper politicized. So we saw it in schools. um, entertainment, sports, obviously the news, and in social media. I think it's blown up. It was never like that in social media. I mean, it was there, but not like at the level that it has been. So
Mm-hmm.
this is my point. So since it got over politicized in every aspect of our life, it backfired on them because people actually started thinking about it now.
Mm.
Does that does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah, it does. It does because yeah, like you said, once they start throwing it everywhere, you know, you're not looking for it in a football game. You know what I mean? In a basketball game, you're not looking for it at school with your kids' assignments and little by little throwing things here and there, trying to you know really force it into people's lives. Yeah, it
They could have been doing the same thing that they were doing with the same agenda. Just don't over politicize it. Don't plaster
yeah,
it all over the place. And I think they would have been golden.
yeah.
I don't know. That's just a thought that I had. I was like, because no one's really talking about that point of it, you know?
Mm. Yeah. No, and that's yeah. Everything that has had politics thrown into it has obviously brought it more attention to people that weren't paying attention, but at the same time, it also ruined whatever they injected it into. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Yeah,
They ruined
yeah, it's a
sports.
double whammy.
They ruined schools. Everything that they jumped into, they also ruined. So yeah, it's two things that just two birds, one stone kind of thing, right?
Yeah,
It's like it doesn't even have to be political now. It just needs to be gay, right? Like all these Premier League
but they
teams,
politicize
and
that.
I hate it, man. My freaking favorite soccer team, the captain has to wear the rainbow around his, why? Why? But and then there's this one guy. I think he played for Crystal Palace. This is in England, right? And he put "I love Jesus" on the armband, and people are like, "Oh, he's gonna get suspended. Oh, he's gonna get fined." But for what? For what?
Mm-hmm.
You can't. Is that really an issue here?
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Well, think
And then
about
he
it.
did it again. You know, and he wrote Jesus. I love Jesus. And the thing is, I forget who it is, but the Premier League, whatever, they still had to come out and say again, he did it again. We're not going to do nothing. We're still not going to do nothing. We respect his. And it's like, why do you even have to say anything? You
Mm-hmm.
know? Why can't it be at the same level where you have to wear the band? And there's people in hockey that don't want to wear the gay themed jersey, right? The numbers are usually a rainbow or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But
Why? Why is it
look
being
at how crazy
forced?
this is. So we're talking about a sexual preference. We're talking about people's sexual preference that they're representing. It doesn't represent
Adults. It
a
should be
race.
adults, not kids, right?
So
Mm-hmm.
that's insane to me. If you actually think about it like that, that flag represents a sexual preference. Think about that. And we're putting that all over the place. Or we're
On the
allowing for that to
churches.
be all over the place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's the thing. But like to your point, to what you're saying, it's like the people that'll throw the gay flag on everything, right? And then they just want you to just be there and you know accept it, right? But if the guy does that, puts "I love Jesus" on his thing, then the same people that want to throw that flag down your throat can't take, you know, every player has to wear the flag, but if one player does I love Jesus, then that's the problem. So
Yeah.
Right.
their whole little way of thinking makes no sense, man. It's like the people that I equate that to people that tell, you know, Hispanic, Latino, Trump voters that like, oh, you voted for that guy, he's gonna deport you. You know what I mean? Like I equate that mentality that
Yeah, because
whatever
it
you want to
doesn't make
call it.
sense.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Doesn't make
it's
'Cause-
sense.
just
and
crazy.
how hard they go, when it comes to, if you were to go as hard as they do to on Jesus or Christianity or just religion in general, they hate anything, right?
Hmm.
Mayhem. Mayhem. Like you said, if you force them to wear something that says I love Jesus, it would be, or people, there's artists. I think there's a song called God is a Woman or something like that. And it's like, oh my gosh. Ugh.
Yeah,
Ugh. Mm. Mm.
yeah, yeah. That's the thing, right? You can offend our God and say some crazy things, right, about our faith, our religion, what we believe in. But at the end of the day, it's like I'm not shoving it down your throat. I could tell you, yeah, I believe this, and this. You know, if you're listening to me now, it's like, well, you chose to pop in here, listen, and I'm just telling you what I feel. I'm not telling you have to do that. I'm not telling you that if you don't do that, you're X, Y, and Z. It's like, no, that's me, you know? And people can't make, I don't know, it's like they can't make that distinction. They think because
It-
you
Well,
say
check
it's
this
something,
out.
it's like you're forcing it on them. It's like, I'm not.
Have you guys seen this trend already? So, Young Turks, Cenk Juncker, however you pronounce his name. Did
Hmm.
you see when he went on PBD?
I didn't
That
see that one.
Paul, no?
No.
Okay, so you're having more Democrats, leftists, or liberals, or whatever they call themselves, um, move more to the center. Remember when I told you guys that they have to realign and they have to move more towards the center? So check
Hmm.
this out. So Cenk Juncker goes on the PBD podcast and he goes, "Look, where the Republicans sit right now and some Democrats sit right now, they have to come together and unify in certain areas that they agree in and be able to have a conversation about it and agree to disagree on the other things."
Hmm.
So the point that I was making when Trump won and we were talking about, what the left is going to do is that if you want to call them reasonable, the reasonable ones, they know what the deal is. They have to move more towards the center.
Hmm.
So now they're talking about unifying and going against big corporations. Like, so for example, making America healthy again. That's going to push back against big corporations like big pharma, um, all these food companies, with all the chemicals and bad products in the food and stuff like that.
Hmm.
So not only that, but then you have like Bill Maher, who's also talking smack to, you know, those far left progressives
Yeah.
that have gone so far left, that I always say that they fell off the table. But now he's even making points to where they're coming to an agreement, with a
Hmm.
lot of Republicans. So there's a lot of things happening right now that I hope that all these Democrats, far leftists, take what these influencers are telling them because they're actually right and coming a little bit closer to the center, and we have a little movement going on.
Hmm.
But that realignment is happening right now, even with the Democratic Party, and this is Trump hasn't even been through the inauguration yet, and look at all the stuff that's happening.
Hmm.
Well, did you guys see him when he visited the Notre Dame? And oh man, it looked like the Godfather, man. Everybody had to go over there and kiss the ring. I didn't see anybody with those faces, that they were doing. Kiss the ring.
When he went to church, right? I think the Catholic church that they
Yeah,
go
the
to.
Notre Dame. He's shaking everybody's hand.
Hmm.
Yeah, I
No,
mean,
but
look. the the real deal is that everybody knows
They
that
know.
there's a bunch of puppets, and he ain't no puppet.
Mm-hmm.
So they see it, they feel it, they know what's going
They
down.
remember, Danny. They remember how prosperous it was, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And just imagine that's with everybody going against him. He didn't have not one day where he could just have a smooth day at the office. It was like, he's walking up, he's got reporters, hounding him, and then there's lawsuits going on, and then he's got to deal with attorneys and court cases and all that
Yep.
stuff. So there was never one a smooth day in the office.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, but it's funny because you're talking about what's his name? I think it's Jenk. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Shank.
And
Yeah,
Shank.
he's been saying some, like you saying, some stuff that's a little reasonable. He's
yeah,
he's he's
it makes sense.
yeah, it makes sense, right? And I think let me see if I can share this. Which one is it gonna show? Oh, that's Cali. um, oh, right here, this one.
I already see the head on him.
Oh, someone did the meme. Um,
Yeah.
so it says, I'm going to make my boldest prediction yet. I think that I think at least half of Trump's base are actual populists, and they will challenge him if he goes awry. No one on the left will believe me. They think everyone in MAGA is in a cult and will follow Trump no matter what. I disagree. And it's like, yeah, you know, a lot of
I
people that
told
follow Trump will tell you the same thing. Like if we said it too. If he don't deliver, if something happens where it's not going on the path that we've been hearing it's gonna go on, we're not just gonna be like, yay, Trump. We're gonna say something. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I don't know who they talk to,
Mm-hmm.
but if they talk to real people, like everyday people that are Trump supporters, you're gonna find people like us where we go, look, before Trump, the Democrats and Republicans were the same thing.
Yeah.
It was rigged.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason that people gravitated towards Trump is because he was an outsider, and no one wants to talk about that. And that's the reality. It's not that we're like in a weird cult or anything like that. Is that everybody else was in a real cult? Everybody else was, drinking the Kool-Aid that there was Republicans and there was Democrats and all that other stuff. They were just switching president on us, and they were all part of the same damn team. What
Yeah.
they failed to see is that they were drinking the Kool-Aid, and that when Trump came along, he was the outsider. So everybody that has common sense, reason, and identified that gravitated towards Trump. He just happened to, run under a Republican. If he would have been able to be successful as an independent, we all would be independents right now. But the reality is, it's a two-party system, and the only way that he could have won is running on the Republican ticket, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
So they're the ones that are stuck in a cult. And what makes it worse is that they don't even dictate what they actually think. And what I mean by that is that if someone that's an influencer that's a Democrat all of a sudden says, we support this, and they start posting that stuff, little by little, you start going, well, that's my team and that's what they're saying. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I don't think I don't believe a woman is a woman anymore, and I don't believe a man's a man anymore because my team says that that isn't the case.
Mm-hmm.
They're telling me that a man can have a baby, so now I'm stuck. But that's because you're in a freaking cult.
Mm-hmm.
You're the ones that are in a cult.
Mm-hmm.
If you can be honest with yourself and everybody else and go, look, my values align more with Democrats, but a man's a man and a woman's a woman, and a man can't have a baby, then you have more credibility.
Yeah.
I just want to stop you right there, Danny.
You're an extremist now if you say that.
No, no. Are you a biologist? Are you a biologist? You need to be a biologist to tell me what is a woman is. So I need you to slow down, okay? So Let's go get chemistry done and all that, and then we'll figure out. We'll do a little rain check on this boy girl thing.
I can prove I'm a boy.
You gotta
Well,
pay
I'm
for
not a
that.
biologist, so I wouldn't know. I don't know. What,
you
I don't know.
you gotta pay for that.
I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't know.
Oh God.
All right. There's your biology right there.
You guys are crazy.
Hey, did you guys hear that they had to admit that a man cannot breastfeed? I just
Oh,
heard that yesterday.
I'll look it up, but I saw something like that the other day that they had to own up to it. Men can't breastfeed.
It's like, really? Shit. I knew that since I was I don't know before freaking school, before preschool, before kindergarten.
Jeez.
Hey, remember the movies back in the day? Do you guys remember Kindergarten Cop?
Yeah. I remember that.
You guys are
You
old.
remember that scene?
Yeah, where the kid, what does he say? He says, boy, what did he say? Boys have penises and girls have vaginas, or
Yep.
something like that.
Yep.
Yep.
Good old days, man, where you could say the truth and not get
Uh,
canceled.
yeah,
Ugh.
I know, right? No, it says it's National Health Authority backtracks. Trans women cannot breastfeed after all. Shocker.
Surprise, surprise.
Breaking news.
What do you need more biology, Christian?
Yeah, I need a little. I need a little bit more. How many years they did at what college? It
What
has to be
degree?
Berkeley.
Yeah. I think that was where is this? But yeah, it's like obviously, right? Obviously.
Well, did you see? Let's talk about real medical stuff. They said that some judges or something like that are forcing more of those papers to come out. The ones that were supposed to come out in 75 years. You know,
Oh, the COVID ones. Yeah.
the COVID ones.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What about him?
So
Say that again.
I think that some judges are forcing these people to release a bunch of documents,
Mm,
you know,
good.
that were yeah,
The ones that were going to be sealed for 75 years.
75 years.
Yeah, because you want to seal the truth. That's usually what happens is you seal the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They want to let Fauci live a little bit.
Oh, what do you guys think about did you hear that troll that Trump did with he was telling Biden, why don't you just pardon Liz Cheney and who else?
It was
Someone
oh
else.
yeah, we talked about it last week
Oh, you
they were
did?
gonna preemptively pardon Schiff, Fauci, Cheney, and I forget who else. But I mean, I told Christian last week, it's like, well, if you need a pardon, you got to be guilty of something, right? You have to.
What'd you
Well,
do?
What'd you do?
yeah, that's admitting guilt of something.
Yeah. What?
But look it up. There's something that voids a pardon. That's
Let's
and I
see.
think that's what the troll was about. I think it's fraud
Mm.
or something to that effect. Something nullifies the pardon,
Let me see.
and that's what the troll was about. He's like, you could pardon X, Y, and Z, but I think it was fraud. Fraud voids it or something like that.
Oh,
Let me see what I can find.
I didn't know that existed. I thought, you just get a pardon and that's it. Hey, speaking of pardon, so they were doing this thing. They pulled the numbers
Mhm.
of the amount of pardons that past presidents had, like from the highest to the least amount.
Mm-mm.
And Obama had like 1,000 and something, like over 1,000, like 1,100, 1,200 or something like that pardons.
Yeah.
Guess how many Trump had?
20. Am I close or am I'm too high?
You go, I mean, too low, but people usually think it's more than like Obama or other presidents.
How many did Trump have?
He had like 213 or something like that, or like in the 200s.
Wow. And I think
It's
he
pretty
did those.
crazy.
He did a lot. I want to say he did a lot his last week in office. I
Hmm.
think that's when he pardoned who pardoned Lil Wayne, Kodak Black, uh
Kodak Black, my Gemini twin.
the guy that I think one of the original creators of Death Row. So what a racist thing to do.
Not Suge Knight.
No, the other one.
Yeah, leave that guy in there.
But now, what'd you think of that? Because that's what I thought when I saw about the preemptive pardon. I just thought like, okay, they gotta be guilty of something.
Oh yeah, for sure, for
If
sure.
if you
It's
if you
like,
had to say,
why did he pardon?
uh
Well, he pardoned his son all the way back to 2014,
yeah,
right?
yep,
So
mm-hmm.
why would he pardon him all the way back to 2014?
That's a good question.
He was doing bad things in 2014, obviously.
Yeah,
That's isn't that when the Burisma stuff was happening? I think.
yeah,
Yeah.
Burisma. 2008 to 2016. 10% to the big guy.
Yeah, I just think I don't know what would you what would I'll ask you on the two Danny for Fauci and Schiff if they need pardons in your opinion, like if you had to guess, what's their crime? What's the crime?
Oh, it was
Fauci,
Schiff.
Yeah, Schiff. Yeah,
Chip,
Schiff and Fauci. If you had to be like, okay, if they want pardons, it's because of this crime. What crime would you think it's for?
with Shift,
Yeah.
just because he looks like a weirdo, like a sicko, he's probably got some weird sexual assault things in his past.
Well,
But like politically related is fraud, probably treason.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
tampering with evidence.
yeah, I mean, and the reason for the tampering with evidence
Mm-hmm.
is treason. So that's like, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because he was trying to overthrow Trump, with the whole impeachment thing. That's in a way a coup because you're lying, you're tampering with evidence, you're lying to the public, your constituents, and we're talking about voters, right? So he's influencing votes. Uh, so that's what I think he's
Mm-hmm.
guilty of.
Well, you know what's bullshit, and excuse my language, California dairies. We know you guys are listening. We're sorry about that earlier. Um, no,
Allegedly.
is the thing about that is I saw a video yesterday of Adam Schiff, because what I think Trump is also saying is he's going to pardon all those January 6th people, and he should,
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
right? And he's the one saying, no, I think we had a good committee. I think we did a good job. I think they did what we had to do, and those people are in jail, and there's no reason to reverse that. And whoever the other weirdo, vampire, creepy looking dude behind him goes, and that's that. And it's like, man, they're talking about giving you a preemptive pardon. And you're saying those people since January 6th, are they been in jail, man, for 2 years now? I think.
Mm.
So it's
Longer.
like
It's
More
gonna
Greta
now,
be
right?
Thunberg says, "Who
it's
are
gonna be
you?
4 years.
Who are you?
Yeah. I
How
mean,
dare you?"
well, Schiff is in the Senate now. So, but he got in earlier. He wasn't supposed to go in until January because that's
Well, didn't someone retire
yeah,
and Newsom appointed him to that position
LaFonza
early?
whatever. So yeah, so
Hmm.
Newsom put him in there early. So he's in there now as a senator.
And Schiff is Pelosi's boy, huh? I think that's Pelosi's boy. I think Gavin Newsom wanted that black girl. Sorry, I don't mean to call you by black girl, but she, said
Well,
whatever.
she's the one that stepped down.
Oh,
Yeah, she was in
well
there.
then,
It
Pelosi.
was
There you go. She plays her cards, dude.
I want to say her name's something Lafonza something Miller maybe,
Latifah.
and the other guy is it Alex Padilla? I think those are our two senators. They're both dumb, but they're there. But yeah, Schiff. Yeah, he's already talking about like the January 6th committee and how what good of a job they did. So
Yeah,
you know,
but we can really take their word, right? Is
yeah,
because they're so honest and honorable, trustworthy.
yeah.
But and then for Fauci, oh my goodness gracious, um, he perjured himself. He lied to Congress, um, lied about gain of function.
Who?
That's fraud, more than likely, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Who? Science? Science committed fraud?
yep,
Science did
Mr.
perjury?
Science. Yep, if you can believe it.
I am science.
He thought he was in a movie like what's his name? Uh, uh, what the hell is his name when he goes, "You can't handle the truth."
It's not. Uh,
We're
no, it's not Tom Cruise, right? It's not Jerry Maguire. No, that's Show Me the Money.
Yeah, no, that's
I'll take it. You can't. I know, like I know the quote you're, but I can't think of the movie.
anyways, Fauci's trying to pretend like he's in a movie.
Yeah.
I sense.
Well.
Everybody was like, "All right, weirdo, what the hell?"
Yeah.
This fool, I would have leaned back and said, "Daniel, did this guy really speak in third person in first?"
Well,
I am science.
the the bad guy never wins, right? In the movie.
Yeah,
So.
that's the it's kind of funny. It's like in real life, the bad guys seem to always win, and in the movies, the script always has to have the good guys,
Mm-hmm.
winning at the end of it.
Yeah.
Well,
But
now there's supposedly good guys shooting bad guys in the head on the street. The Democrats are happy,
Mm.
so we gotta figure that out. We gotta figure out, you know, that's no bueno, man. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously, right? Like, and it kind of right the whole Daniel Penny thing. How the the guy was threatening people. He was saying he was going to kill people on the train. So in a sense, there's a good guy that stopped a person from potentially committing, you know, something worse, right? Maybe somebody else would have died that day. We
Right.
don't know. So he a good guy stepped in and stopped that. And then everyone hates him for it because, obviously they start throwing race and all that into it. So everybody
Right.
hates the good guy that was helped by some other minorities to subdue the other minority that was being crazy. So, but nobody likes him because he's white, right? Basically. And then this other
well,
guy kills this CEO, and because they're so anti, the healthcare system not being fair, so the bad guy that kills, whether you think he's innocent or not, he's just, just walking. He's a CEO. I mean, I don't. I can't imagine that CEO directly did something to that guy for him to do that. It sounds like that guy kind of just did it in his mind for because how the healthcare system is, and they cheer that. So it's just weird that like the guy that did something good is the villain, and the guy that did something horrible is the hero.
Hmm.
Well,
It's just
it's
a
the
fucking
left, bro.
backward ass.
They're weird, man. I over on a podcast. I swear I heard it on a podcast. I wasn't on Blue Sky. I heard that on Blue Sky, that little whatever fake Twitter, fake X thing,
Mm-hmm.
that they were trying to figure out that the size of that dude's penis. What?
What?
What? What does that
What
have
are
to
you
do with,
talking?
you know? And it's like, I mean, oh, man, you just seen those people stand, the Black Lives Matter people talk all with, about Penny,
Yeah.
So you're letting the white man kill us for
Mm-hmm.
being loud? It's like,
That fool.
no, man. If you look at one of the interviews with Penny, Penny says that that guy was taller than him.
Mm-hmm.
Me as a short dude, Penny looks fucking tall. I can't imagine if one of those, it could be whatever race, bro. Somebody's in a public transportation and I'm ready to die today. Woo! I'm ready to die today and I'm gonna hurt whoever gets in my way. Oh man. Oh man. And nobody's doing anything? You know? That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy to think, and the people are asking why, because they only have certain amount, not certain amount of footage, but all the footage starts at a certain place where he's already holding him, right? And it's because everybody is freaking scared, bro. He'll snatch your phone, he'll slap it out. Now you're in a confrontation because you're recording this crazy guy. You
Mm-hmm.
know, it's just it's hypocrisy, hypocrisy. Eh, not similar cases, but good guy and a bad guy, depending on who you are.
Yeah.
Well, you were saying that everybody hates him, and my the way that I think is that if we define everybody, who is everybody that hates him? So all the talking heads in the media
Mm-hmm.
and the people giving them instructions are the ones that hate him.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Black Lives Matter, they got activated. We all know that they get bussed in from different locations and stuff like that. So with that organization, now they're activated. So who really hates them? The talking
Mm-hmm.
heads on TV and this organization. But is it regular day people that hate them?
Mm.
No.
No.
So that's part of the manipulation.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, dude, we've been gaslit, and this is another form of getting gaslit. Is that we've been gaslit? We're gaslit proof after, these past 4 years after COVID, and these past 4 years. You know, this right here is gaslit proof. I'm
Mm-hmm.
good,
Mm-hmm.
and I think a lot of people are like that already too.
Yeah. And
They cried wolf too many times.
yeah. And insult proof.
Yeah, yeah.
You call us whatever you
That's
want to call
actually
us. We don't
that's a
give a
good
fuck.
shirt,
Yeah, for real, right?
dude.
Insult proof.
Gaslit proof too. Write that
Yeah,
down.
I'm writing it down.
Yeah, man.
Cause yeah, dude, people will say some mean shit like it's oh god, it's gonna hurt me. It's like, bro, I don't know you. Have a good day.
Yeah.
You know what does hurt me though?
Please, we're
you
here.
know, you know what does hurt me though? It's not even, honestly. I've never caught any racism, at
Mhm.
least to the face. But I've caught some diet racism. You know, it's and it's the left. It's the left. It's that one time I think I shared on a couple episodes ago where the lady said they're gonna take your people away, and it's like, what, yo, chill. I'm born here. What people? What I got people? Is the people following me? Should I be worried? What people? You know,
Mm-hmm.
I've caught that.
Yeah.
I've caught that a bunch of times, and it's never from the big spooky white guy or the guy in the cone hat or whatever. It's the rich white lady, bro. It's the you know. So it's like the ones that vouch the most, right?
Mm-hmm.
For all these social systems or social warriors, you know, it's social warriors. That's what they are.
Yeah.
They're the ones that dish out that diet racism.
It's full on. It's full on. I don't think it's a diet.
Yeah, it is full on,
Yeah,
dog. It's like your
it's full
people.
on though.
Whoa.
I'm telling you,
I'm
dude.
just sitting here.
People say like you're gonna get deported. It's like
Yeah.
why? Because I'm brown. What the fuck?
The hell? They just
Okay,
listen.
race.
So the fact that you were born here doesn't matter,
Nah,
or
dude.
is
Just
Yeah.
it
I'm
varies?
brown, so I'm brown, and I voted for Trump, so I voted for my own deportation.
My dad was
fuck,
born
fuck
here.
it. I'll drive the bus. I'll drive the bus. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Oh God. Last thing. Did you guys see the thing about the drones in New Jersey or some shit like that?
Well, I heard that it's
No.
Iran and that they have a mothership off the East Coast or something like
Uh,
that.
a mothership.
Mothership.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah. Let me see.
So we've got drones in New Jersey.
Yeah. There's like
Or UFOs.
there's drones. Watch. Let me see if this video gets it. Like they've been flying like the past few days over New Jersey, and nobody knows. Well, nobody supposedly knew where they're from,
Well,
where they came
well,
from.
did you see people themselves are trying to fly drones, you
Mm.
know, and the expensive drones, and you know, I had a guy, I know a guy who has a pretty decent, you know, one of those expensive drones, and he says those things won't fly up if, you know, I is it FAA or something like that, whatever, whoever's in
You
charge of the sky.
you
Those
had
Yeah.
guys
to get a
don't
permit,
they'll
right?
shut your drone down.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think people are trying over there in New Jersey to fly their drones to get like close pictures. They're having trouble going up.
Yeah. And it's the thing too. It's like okay, obvious. Like they don't know who it is. Supposedly, well, they didn't. Now they know that supposedly it's Iran, and I saw one where it said China and Iran. Um, and I saw the same thing that they had like a mothership or some shit like right off the East Coast, and not not a lot of people are talking about it really. You know, I kind of heard about it by chance, but it's like if that is true, like why aren't we blowing up that fucking ship already?
Yeah. It's the same thing as that hot air balloon, right? We how long? You know, there was that thing in the air, and then you hear a little later that it was happening during the Trump administration, but they weren't telling him
Oh
because they
yeah,
were worried that he would what?
blow that
What
shit
did you
up,
just say we should do to those drones?
blow that shit up.
Blow that shit up. Why? You know,
Cause
hovering over
I
military bases.
I saw it yesterday for the first time, and that's the first thing I said. I was like, why don't we just send some jets up there and start shooting those bitches down? You know,
Yep.
if
Mhm.
if they don't have FAA approval and nobody knows where they're from, all right, well,
But who was saying that they didn't know that they were where they're from?
I think it was like the governor of New Jersey, the mayor, and then I
Really?
think yeah, and I think
No, it's real, dude. It's like mayors and all that going. We need answers,
FBI
and we're not
too.
getting them.
I think the FBI too said they didn't
Yep.
know what they were from,
Hmm.
and so it's like, all right, send something up there. Like let's shoot this shit down. You know, fuck it. Let's get it cracking. Why you letting them just roam? I think it's been like a couple weeks now. They just
Couple, yeah.
drones
Really?
pop up and they're just flying around New Jersey. And
Hmm.
supposedly they've been flying over um like bases too, military bases and stuff like that. So I don't know. I don't know how our government, our, you know, I don't know who our president is right now. That person, like, like, why aren't we taking care
Pelosi,
of that?
help us. Do something,
But
Pelosi.
but then when they say Iran, I just think like, all right, they're just trying to start shit because
Of course, yeah.
you know what I mean. So I
Yeah.
also don't believe it too now. Like I don't know. Like if you just tell me it's Iran, I go okay. Well, you know, I don't know if I believe that.
I could tell you that I don't believe it. Is that everything that's happening in Syria right now? Those are all. Look, the reality is that we're in a bunch of proxy wars. We could say that we're not at war, but we're in a bunch of proxy wars.
Mhm.
Um, and whatever's happening here, it's the same thing. If we've got our people overseas, and we've got these things that are here in the states, it's going to be the same people that are involved, in my opinion. And that means that it's us, it's our government.
Yeah, you spoke about you touched on the Syria thing going on, right? And yesterday I saw a video too of a girl. They're making a big deal because she didn't have her headdress on, and she was talking about, oh, now we're really free, and now this is a step forward to freedom and stuff like that, and speaking perfect English, in Syria, and it makes me wonder, right? Because the people that are taking over are, I think it's Islam. I think they're pushing heavy Islam. I think a lot of Christians are gonna die. I think a lot of Christians are dying right now.
Have been
So I don't
dying.
know
Have,
what this lady with the headdress off, what she's talking about. Freedom with this regime. I don't know. Side note, it was for the next episode, but something's fishy. Something's going on in Syria,
Mhm.
and we're part of
it's
it.
been going on. What a lot of people don't know is that um, when that conflict first started, they were targeting Christian churches, temples, old ancient temples. Um, and people, we didn't have a clue that that was happening, but Christians are being targeted over there. So I happen to know a guy that's from the Middle East. He's from Iraq, okay?
Mhm.
And he's a Christian. And yes, people, there's Christians outside of you know the Western world. There's Christians in Africa, there's Christians in the Middle East. There's
I
Christians
think
everywhere. So
I think John the Baptist is buried in Syria.
yeah,
So
I think
it
you're
was
right.
a Christian country.
Yeah. So this guy from Iraq fled Iraq because of persecution against Christians.
Mhm.
And you wanna know what's crazy? Okay, so he moved over here, right? He started his family, and he's got a daughter, and she's getting bullied at school, like elementary school. Guess why she's getting bullied? Because she's Christian.
Mm.
So she's getting bullied because
Wow.
she's Christian, from people that are Muslim or atheist or you name it, but she's getting bullied because she's Christian. So this guy goes, I left my country because of this. We were being persecuted. We left that country to come over here to the land of the free. And my kids over here getting bullied for the same reason that we left. That's freaking crazy.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Yeah, and yeah, I don't know that whole thing with Syria too. It sounds like the left is cheering that too, and it's basically the same Syrians that don't like us. You know, what I mean? Like it's basically ISIS.
It ain't even
Syria did
Syrians, man.
9/11.
It, it, it
Syria
it's
did
a
9/11.
It's a coup, man. It's they're just getting overthrown, and guess who's funding them?
Probably us.
Hey, what did I just say?
2013.
Yeah,
Trust I
Syria did
remember all these
9/11.
freedom fighters in Syria want to fly planes into our buildings. I mean,
No.
ahead of his time. But no, I just yeah, that whole thing with the drones. I saw it yesterday and I thought that was interesting. And I guess they're back out there tonight. So
Crazy,
we'll
man.
we'll see when we decide to do something about it.
I'm gonna go get in my fighter jet right now and take a look.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm just gonna point my tank up there and just boof, see if it reaches.
Yeah. ICBM
Yeah,
that I have in the backyard.
yeah, for
I'm
real.
gonna send it over there.
Shit, man. We should put an Iron Dome in New Jersey. Sounds like.
Maybe it is the Iron Dome.
Oh god. Well, I mean that's all I got today. You guys got anything else?
No,
No. Cool. Yeah. Just
Yeah, I do.
huh? What's up?
you do.
Yeah, I don't want our
This is not
listeners,
about
our
turkeys, is
10
it?
listeners right now, to forget that Gavin Newsom ate at the French Laundry while we were on lockdown. Just don't forget. Never forget.
So he's making a bid for the 2028 presidency. Is that the rumor out there? Is that what you're
That's
saying? That
the
That's gonna get me to go out. That's gonna get me to go out and pick it. I'm gonna be that crazy lady with my shopping cart. Just it has to be done. That guy's no bueno, no good.
mm-mm.
he ain't gonna go nowhere, dude. That's why they didn't put him up as president this time around. He ain't going nowhere. Remember what I said? Gaslit proof.
Mm-hmm.
That's what people are.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
Gaslit
yeah.
proof.
Yeah, I mean it's interesting, right? Because we talked about it even last time. Like, now to see, okay, what's their plan going forward?
Okay, let's talk about that. What is the plan?
I don't know.
I'm not a Democrat, Danny. I wouldn't know.
Hey, we knew they didn't have anything, but gaslight, 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 and then cheat and cheat.
Yeah.
um, hmm. I don't. I would have to
What
think about it.
there's no plan. They're trying to figure out what the plan is. Their plan for right now is to get closer to the center
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
and get the people back.
Yeah.
They'll come closer to the center, get the people back. Stop talking about hey, have you guys heard about more drag time at school?
Mm-mm.
Well, that's what I was
T-
gonna say. The long term play is turn everybody gay, right? And I'm assuming that's what drag time is. And I think the water hitting us, it's also turning us gay. Fluoride. Sorry, Danny. Sorry to cut you off. Drag time.
so that's the game plan. And in the meantime, like Christian said, they're gonna make us drink water and turn us gay
The frogs are turning gay.
while they move closer
Don't
to
listen
the
to me.
center.
Listen to Alex Jones, bro. I was a young disciple.
Hey, it did turn the frogs gay though. That actually got admitted also, just like men can breastfeed.
Hey,
So
and
that's official
frogs
now.
got the tightest asshole, bro. They can't, imagine that. Imagine that turning frogs gay. You think you're safe? You think you guys are safe?
Well,
Watch out with that fluoride.
let's get that correct. They turned the frogs trans because they changed sex, not gay. So they changed sex.
Damn. Well, we don't got that technology yet, so
Well, it's the water. We got the
it's the
technology.
water, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We do got it. It's in there. every day, bro. Every shower is just taken away. I'm
Every-
like,
you're gay. Are you saying you get gayer after every shower?
fuck. Damn, I noticed this time I put a little bit more shampoo than yesterday. Fuck.
You put conditioner on?
Damn it. Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh
Do
god.
I really need 2 razors? The hell is this?
Uh,
Yeah, bro. Just yeah. Jokes. These are all jokes, but
Are they?
there's
Are
some
they?
there's some truth in those, man. There's people in there. You just gotta dig them. You gotta dig them out. What's that dumbass talking on Latino Free Minds? Yeah.
Well, you said
You'll
that
be
they were.
surprised.
You were going to Blue Sky already, so you're over
I
there.
swear.
You're
I
over there
swear. I heard
eavesdropping.
that.
You're eavesdropping over there. It's like, what are they talking about?
I
What do you
heard
got over there?
I heard that obviously they're trying to do like a rival, right, to X, but it just like I haven't been on
Pedophiles?
there. But yeah, basically it seems like it's just a bunch of pedophiles over there.
Who?
So that's
According to who?
that's
According
their
to who?
bubble.
I heard. I don't
I
know,
forgot where
Danny.
I
I
saw that.
hear.
Did you go undercover?
I'm not going on there, dude.
I think
I don't
Geo's
got
on.
enough emails, bro.
I think Geo's on Blue Sky right now.
Is he?
Yeah, he's the undercover op.
He's control ops.
Yeah.
I bet Lance
We,
it's on Blue Sky.
hey, dude, we're coming up. We got controlled ops out there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
deep undercover. I hope he doesn't lose himself out there, though. You know
No.
what happens when you go deep undercover? It's like going full retard. You
Mm-hmm.
know?
Yeah, he's gonna fall in love with Luigi Mangione, whatever the
Yeah,
fuck.
there you go. He's gonna
Damn.
want to go to a
Yeah,
Diddy
man.
party or something. You know?
Damn.
Careful, Anthony.
Damn. Well, that was fun. That's all I got.
That's all I
Christian,
got till next week.
Till
any
next
last words?
Good.
Good.
Said enough.
Shit. Don't forget Newsom was eating at the French Laundry
At the French Laundry, bro.
without a mask, laughing his ass off. Ha ha ha.
Well, I had a hot pocket, bro.
Yeah.
I was having a fucking hot pocket, all
With a
fucking
mask
GMO
on.
hot pocket,
With the mask on.
unnatural
GMO,
microwaved hot pocket,
dude.
and he's
There you
having
go.
the cow. The milk he drank was from the cow outside.
He was drinking raw milk.
With the fucking
Yeah.
tomahawk steak.
Tomahawk steak from the finest cows.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucked
With
up.
some asparagus, some GMO-free asparagus.
Yeah, my cheese
naturally
is
grown.
coming from a cloned cow.
Damn. It's messed
With-
up.
Ugh. And then you put it in the microwave to put the cherry on top.
Yeah, you gotta melt it. You gotta melt that
Oh,
Let me
brother.
let me nuke this.
Uh-huh.
Well, it's just a race to see how fast I can
How
get
fast you
steroid.
get gay? Or what?
Yeah, how fast, dude? I'm going full throttle on this thing, bro. I'm fucking going
with
for it.
the
And I'm
glass
beating
of
the odds
water.
right now. Shit, they ain't getting this older, bro.
You stocking? What are you stocking up on the Cocoa Puffs and shit already?
I got a suicide vest for the shit, dude, but I'm ready to pull it, bro. I never let he died. No, they'll get these dyes out, bro. We'll be good again.
Hey, did you guys know that cheese isn't supposed to be yellow?
The raw cheese.
Yeah, that's
is like
American.
white.
That's
Yeah.
No, but why is it American?
I don't know. It's that nasty stuff. I don't know.
It's that
I
plastic
can
they
only
put-
imagine.
It's the microplastics
It's
they
not.
put in there.
Cheese is never supposed to be yellow. It's a dye that they put in there. That's it.
Got you that orange plasticky cheese. That one's pretty good.
Well, you're not gonna get me to talk crap about that one because the yellow
you
cheese
throw-
says American cheese right in front of it. So American cheese is the best fucking cheese I've ever had. As long as I'm alive,
Yeah.
American cheese is the shit. You talking Gouda? You talking? I'm talking American cheese. Get
You're
all my
talking
cheese,
dye
get
cheese.
that-
That's a dye cheese.
Get that shit out of here. Like I said, I'm going full throttle, bro. I got microplastics coming on my fucking eyes.
You consume
Man.
a credit card a week?
Oh yeah, dude. You guys got spiders going in your mouth while you're sleeping. I got just credit cards. Just. Oh man, it'll be all
Shit.
right.
Yeah. All right then. Well, that's it for this week. Yeah, catch you on the next one. There's a camera.
Peace be with you.
Peace be with you.